Welcome to the Max Insights Podcast, where we help you maximize your mindset, master marketing, and stay motivated. Hosted by national speaker and real estate strategist, Ifoma Pierre. This show delivers high-impact strategies, expert insights, and the motivation you need to scale your business. And now, here's your host, Ifoma Pierre.
Well, tip top of the day to you, family, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're talking about something a little different, a story, a mystery even. It's about a big yellow truck and a fire hydrant. Two things that on the surface seem completely random. But what if I told you that these two things are the secret to winning in life and in business? What if I said that they hold a lesson most people miss? Now stay with me, because by the time we get to the end, you're going to see how the big yellow truck and the fire hydrant might just change the way that you think about success. But before we do that, let me tell you about my father. A man who has been there for me in more ways than I can count. A man whose entire life has been about one thing: providing power, both literally and figuratively. For over 31 years, he worked for a company called T&TEC, the organization responsible for keeping the lights on in Trinidad. He wasn't just working a job, he was providing the energy that powered homes, businesses, and entire communities. If you needed to move forward in life, he was part of the system that made sure that you had the power to do that. Then after years of service, he retired and migrated to the United States in New York City. And you would think that after 3 decades of providing the nation with power, he would take a break. But no, not him. He found himself working for the Long Island Railroad, and guess where? The electrical department. Still providing power, but this time not to homes, but to the very trains that move people to their destinations. Think on this. His entire life has been about making sure things kept moving. He provided power to the nation, then he provided power to the trains that carried people to where they needed to go. The fuel behind progress, the energy behind movement, the unseen force that keeps everything running. Now me, I didn't exactly take that path. If my father's career was a steady, unstoppable engine, always providing, always consistent, I was more like a bumblebee. Have you ever watched a bumblebee fly? It doesn't move in a straight line. It zigzags all over the place, hovering, darting, zzz, 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 changing direction in an instant. That's the life of an entrepreneur. We chase opportunities, we pivot quickly, we build, we break, we rebuild and adjust, we take risk, we crash, we get up, and we keep moving again. My wife always makes a joke. She says, if the way that you are, you go start a fire just so that you could put it out. Yes, that's what we do. And while there is something exciting about that, I've learned that even in the chaos, we need consistency. We need structure. Because no matter how fast we move, no matter how many ideas we chase, we will always need a source of power to keep us going. And that brings us back to the mystery of the big yellow truck and the fire hydrant. For as long as I can remember, my father has always had a big yellow truck. Whether it was during his years at T&TEC or even after he retired, that truck was always part of the picture. Now, to some, that might not mean anything, but I see something deeper. The fire hydrant, it stands guard in front of every single house my father has ever lived in. 4 houses, 4 different stages of his life, and every single one had a fire hydrant in front of it. Always there, always ready, never moving, but always ready to serve in a moment of crisis. My father, he has been that fire hydrant. A steady, unwavering source of power, protection, and provision. And the big yellow truck, it wasn't just a vehicle, it was a symbol, a reminder that power isn't just about energy, it's about movement. It's about carrying what matters most and making sure it gets where it needs to go. And after 31 years of providing power with a big yellow truck, today he still drives a big yellow truck. So here's my max insight. Success isn't just about movement. It's about sustainability. No matter how fast you go, if you don't have power behind you, you will burn out. If you don't have a fire hydrant, something solid in place, the smallest fire can wipe out everything that you've built. My father provided power to a nation, then he provided power to the trains that move people forward. That's the kind of power we need in business and in life. Something that fuels us, something that keeps us going, and something that others can rely on. So whether you're the one moving or you're the one providing the power, honor your role, because both are essential. No matter how fast the train can go, without power, it cannot go anywhere. So that's it for today's episode. If this served you, if it gave you a fresh perspective, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because where we share knowledge, we create power. Until the next time, keep moving, keep building, and as always, take it to the max. See you on the next one. God bless.
Now that's a wrap for this episode of the Max Insights Podcast. If you got value today, subscribe, drop a comment, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And remember, success starts with mindset, grows with marketing, and thrives with motivation. Now go out there and take it to the max.